Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. So I'm going to dive into an altcoin, and the way I'm picking it is this is a tweet. I'll be back tomorrow with a lot of altcoin updates for you. Which ones are you looking for, CoinsKid crew? So I'm just going to do a random scroll, just like this, blah 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 blah. Keep going because I had over 600 comments. VRR. I'll take a look at that. I've had loads of requests for that. VRR, VRA. I do apologise. VRA. So I'll take a look at VRA. Okay. So just going to dive into VRA versus USDT, okay, Verasity. I'm not quite sure how you say this. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm just going to do some TA on it without looking at any fundamentals or anything, okay. So this is what I'll do. Just look at the charts and I'll try and lay down forecasts and support and resistance moving forward. So you can see it's low out here. You've had, like in this corrective wave here, you had this big impulsive wave up here. You had this corrective ABC correction. Do you see that where you form that low? And just there you've had an ABC correction, you form that low as well. So you know, you're looking like you've got the correction out the way here for Verasity, pretty much like you had that ABC just there. You got the continuation, pretty much here you're getting a continuation. So it's looking relatively good for continuation, providing you can hold these EMAs. Look, it's all about holding the yellow line on the weekly, on the daily, any time frame. You look at your token, if you're holding that particular yellow line, you're in an uptrend on that particular time frame. Okay, so the more zoomed out you are, the more sort of substance it has going forward, basically. So yeah, you got back above the EMAs and look at that appreciation. Right now you got back above the EMAs and look at the potential appreciation that you could go through, because at the moment you are retracing off this low just here for Verasity or VRA. Just here you're retracing. Wow, you're coming up to 786. You're struggling to get through it at the moment. Okay, so you are retracing to a key level resistance right here. You know, if we do start to see a correction in the market, I'm going to show you support levels that you do want to see held. Now obviously you primarily want to see on the weekly this 20 EMA held, which is currently at 0.0193 for Veracity or Veracity, is that how you say it? VRA. So yeah, you run into a level of rejection just there, resistance. You're struggling to get through it. So potentially, you know, what we do is target the lower fibs as support. So if you do start to see a correction here, there is a bit of a correction down to this particular level of support, 26% correction down to 0.618 at 0.0260. You know, at that point the EMA starting to creep back up, and that would be perfectly healthy if you was to see that correction. But you are breaking through key levels of resistance right here. You're getting through the 0.50, okay, you're getting through the golden ratio. So this is looking relatively healthy. You know, potentially if you start to come up here and do something like this, you know, come up and get rejected at the high and roll back as well, you could form some kind of cup and handle pattern here, and you could be looking at a break from there to there. You break the high just there, look, and you're looking at a push onwards and upwards, getting to these price predictions up here. Because right now what you're doing, you're forming a brand new impulsive wave off this low, okay, and you're coming up, you're getting above all the EMAs, and you're retracing to this high. You're getting through all these resistance levels, retracing to this high, because if you do break that high right there, you're looking at a 1618 fib extension at 19 cents. So from here right now you're looking at continuation of around about 445% for VRA. But if you want to be a responsible person, wait for the break of the high at 0.5610, and you could be looking at a 242% trade right there for VRA. So it's looking relatively healthy, but you are going to run into key levels of resistance along the way. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful weeks of upside here, you know, without any sort of back tests of support. What we're going to do is take a look at the daily. So on the daily, we've got the beautiful buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid just there for VRA. Look at that, beautiful. We've come up, we fell back into its support. The 0.82 is support. Look, we're getting through all the fib levels really nicely here, to be honest with you. You run into 786. So if you still start to see that reject right there, yeah, look, you bang on with a 0.618 on the daily, because that's where your 20s come in as well. Look, your yellow line, look, if you start to get rejected and we have a retracement, you know, I want to reassure you it's perfectly healthy. You come back down to this particular level here, the 0.618, before you get that continuation. This is what happens. You come up, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, okay. So it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking healthy. You're retracing. You've got a W bottom pattern just there, which you've broken out of. Let's see if that technical target's just been met. From there to the low, just there, and you can see, you know, that's where you ran up and you ran into that resistance right there, consolidated before breaking out, and potentially that's what you're going to do here. You're going to sort of run into resistance, consolidate before breaking out, because if you do start to break out here, you could potentially get a little bit overextended. Let's take a look at the RSI. So yeah, you're overbought. Look, you're up there. Every time you're up there, you do roll. So that's perfectly healthy. You're doing everything you need to for continuation. So yeah, if you do start to see a roll here for VRA, put some cheeky bids on the 0.618, the golden ratio, where I would imagine you're going to get a continuation continuation, and eventually this could be a beautiful little long up here, you know, of around about 636% to retrace to this high, break it, continuation to 19 cents for VRA. Okay, so yeah, it's looking good. I mean, is there anything here? We've got this level of resistance which you have primarily broken out of at that point just there. Okay, you've broken out. See you later, alligator. Gone scare. This is a key level of support that you do want to hold. So you retrace into the highs. Look, you retrace into these highs. You've hit this one. You've literally got that one left after you break the 786. You know, you could go on from here and hit the 786, but you are going to enter a level of resistance soon and fall back to a key level of support. And it's that point that you do want to put your cheeky bids in. Okay, so that's VRA. It's looking relatively good for continuation, isn't it? This is your low. You can't afford to lose that. You lose that in this bull market, you're looking at a massive whopping correction here. You're looking at ABC correction. You're looking at a bear market for VRA, and I'll tell you straight away, your technical target in a bear market, if this is a bull market top, you're looking at a whopping 95% correction here for VRA, and you're coming back down to where, you know, this high down here. Basically you're coming back down to these levels of VRA, and you would be looking at that just there, and from this local high, you know, that's a whopping 90% plus correction right there. Don't anticipate it. We're looking relatively good for continuation, providing we can hold support moving forward and break resistance, obviously, and hold the support of that resistance. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another VRA update. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye bye.